early. Come on.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning. 2 days till Halloween.
Yes.
I love the ghost at the end. That could be twice as long as it is. And I got plaque.
Oh, no.
Your intro's too long. Well, it is. It was way too long.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I made like a mini movie. I didn't need to.
Oh, gotcha.
Good morning, Heidi, Sandy, and how are y'all doing?
Good morning, Sandy, Heidi, Sarah. How are y'all today?
And hello, Sarah. It's good to see you all.
It is hump day.
Hump day. Hey,
Oh,
Gwen. It is so good to see you, lovely ladies. I tell you. Now, I told Maureen I'm not going to talk about it, but I will mention I did spend the night in the hospital. I wasn't feeling good. Hey, Rachel.
hello, Rachel, sweetie. How you doing today?
I wasn't feeling well, and my husband took me over. Hey, Amy.
Good morning, Amy, sweetie. How you doing?
Husband took me over to the emergency room, and they did a full workup. And boy, was I surprised when they come in and said, "We're admitting you."
Yeah.
Hello, Tammy.
Good
Of
morning,
course,
Tammy.
I thought that was to the psych ward. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. It was over to the cardiac unit. Hello, Laura.
Good morning, Laura, sweetie. Thank you
Um,
all for joining us.
I was very surprised. I had no idea. So I am okay. Obviously, I'm okay. I'm home.
Mhm.
Uh, they wanted to do a full cardiac workup, but I am okay. My heart's fine. So, but I'm okay. I'm here. I'm gonna follow doctor's orders as best I can, and that's that. Yeah, they do think I have another kidney stone. Um, they put in a recommendation to my primary care doctor of what they think he should do.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm trust me, I'm glad I'm okay too.
Mm. Yep.
Uh, I came home from the hospital, didn't tell anybody like Maureen will tell you. I didn't say nothing. I went right
No, she did not because I called her yesterday. I texted her yesterday. I messaged her yesterday, and not one peep.
I went right to sleep. Because
Yeah.
what happens when you're in the hospital? It's loud, it's noisy. They
And they
come wake
don't leave
you
you
up.
alone.
Oh my gosh, it's like they wake you up every 15 minutes.
Yep.
I'm like, are you kidding me? So
Yep.
I came home and I slept and I slept and I slept. I mean, it was, even my husband was exhausted. He went to bed at 7 o'clock last night,
Bless
which
him.
is unusual for him, bless his heart. But he stayed with me, which gotta love him. The
Mm-hmm.
fact that he stayed with me was just awesome. And by the time they got me to my patient room, it was after dinner and I had nothing.
Ooh.
Well, diabetic have to eat.
Yep.
So when I was going to have another test done, which they do tests around the clock, went to have an echo done. And so he ran out to McDonald's and got another boo bucket. This one is in black, which is just the exact one I have been wanting. So I got my last boo bucket that I wanted, and it is the black one, which is the black cat. And I loves it. So yes. They woke you up to give you a sleeping pill. Yes.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Hey, Thrifty. They woke me up to give me a sleeping pill and melatonin.
Oh.
They woke me up with to give it to me.
Both at the same time? That's crazy.
I'm like, why are you doing this? Well, I normally take melatonin at home.
Right, but
They were giving me my at home meds. And then they woke me up to give me something to help me sleep, which I normally take at home. But you don't have to give me that in the hospital because I'm going to fall asleep every time you turn around.
mm-hmm.
They did anyway. Yes,
Wow.
they did. And then they woke me up to give me pain medication. If I'm sleeping, I ain't hurting.
That's right.
But they did. And they woke me up for breakfast and I rolled over and went back to sleep. Then they woke me up an hour later and said, your breakfast is getting cold. And I'm looking at her like she's got three heads. If I was hungry, I'd be eating.
Yeah.
I'm not hungry. I'm tired. So I did get up and eat some eggs and then rolled over and went back to sleep. And then my husband got there. God bless him. He said, if she's sleeping, she don't want nothing.
I was gonna say if she's sleeping, leave her be.
But no, they have to come wake you up. Oh, we have to do your vitals. No, you don't. If I'm breathing, I'm alive. But no, they had to do my vitals. Yes, they did. And it was getting annoying. But that's what happened. And then they wake you up so many times. I'm just glad they weren't calculating my input and my output because that would have annoyed me even more. The poor woman in the room with me was having her input and output calculated. So
Mm-hmm.
every time she had to use the restroom, she had to call them.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, oh, honey, that's awful.
Yeah.
I felt sorry for her. But yeah, it's no fun. And it was cold. And I kept asking for a blanket. And Joey's like, do you want me to bring you one from home? I said, no. They need to bring me extra blankets.
Yeah.
They got them. They can bring me extra blankets. I did have him bring me a pillow because their pillows was like flat. And that's awful. That wasn't comfortable. So he did bring me a pillow. I mean, that was better. I just couldn't handle the pillows. But them blankets, boy, they was cold. Better than that, it was fine. The food was fine. I'm actually shocked. I didn't expect that. For lunch, I had beef brisket, green beans, and mashed potatoes. And they had gave you barbecue sauce for it. Hello, Amy T.
Good morning, Amy T. How are you doing, sweetheart?
And I got diabetic chocolate pudding.
Woo!
I tell you, the food was good. I was shocked. Joey goes, what is that? I said, here's the menu, here. He goes, that's beef brisket. I was like, I know. It's amazing. Don't expect that every time you go in the hospital.
Nope.
Mm-mm. Hey, Connie.
Good morning, sweet Connie. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well, my Connie. Amy T, it's good to see you. So today I thought we would talk about the pagans. I know. I know. But see, this came up because I was chatting with Maureen and my friend Michelle. And I wanted to talk about Samhain. And Michelle says, yeah, talk about the pagans. I said, yes, let's talk about the pagans. For those of you that don't know, Samhain, which is spelled Samhain,
Yeah.
Samhain is actually the beginning parts of Halloween. And I thought I would tell you a little bit about it. So, Samhain, which is basically an Irish pagan New Year celebration. It is celebrated October 1st and October 31st and November 1st. Samhain, which means summer's end, it marks the conclusion of one pastoral year and the commencement of the next. It's as an ancient Celt, you would have been keenly aware that the days were noticeably shorter during the Samhain season, as if the sun itself were in retreat. The world was darker, the harvest over. Samhain was a liminal time, a
Mm-hmm.
time when worry spread and imaginations ran wild. So the ancient Celts did what any sensible people would do in the face of encroaching darkness. They shined a light. To quote the Scottish scholar and folklore researcher J.A. McCullough, as the powers of growth were in danger and in eclipse in winter, men thought it necessary to assist them. As a magical aid, the Samhain bonfire was chief. These powers, the forces of nature, really came to be associated with Samhain as demonic beings.
Oh.
Hence, Samhain was a time when, quote, witches, evil intentioned fairies, and the dead were particularly active, including the malignant bird flocks, which blighted crops and killed animals. I thought that was interesting. The the Salmonach, um, which steals children, and Longfind, the banshee, to whom women in the rabble make petitions on Samhain Eve.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, spooky stuff. While it's clear why Samhain and later Halloween became associated with death and demons and monsters and all ill-intentioned fairies. What's less clear is when and where Samhain originated in the first place. While the term Samhain is used to describe October 31st and November 1st, Celtic Harvest Festival, as it occurred in pre-Christian Ireland, the roots of said festival undoubtedly date back not only to much earlier, but also back to the European continent. We know this for two reasons: archaeological and historical evidence, including the Colgany calendar, dated to the 2nd century CE, suggests that the Celts of the ancient Gaul, Gaul, roughly modern day France, celebrated their new year at the end of summer. That's interesting. And the first month of the Gaulish New Year was called Saminus in the Gaulish language, derived from the root Samo, meaning summer, leading some scholars to believe that the Irish Samhain evolved from this Gaulish Salminos. Medieval manuscripts, meanwhile, tell us that the Gaels, meaning Gaelic Gaels, uh, Godelic speaking Celts, came to Ireland via Galicia, which, for those unfamiliar, is in the northwest of the Iberian Peninsula. These were the famed quasi legendary Milesians, who, according to the Annals of the Four Masters, invaded Ireland in 1700 BCE. More conservative estimates place the arrival of Ireland's first Celts closer to 1000 BCE, 500 BCE, or even as late as 100 BCE. At the other end of the spectrum, some have argued that the first Celts arrived in Ireland as early as 3500 BCE or even 5000 BCE. What we know for sure is by the 5th century AD, the beginning of the Irish historical records, all of Ireland was Celtic speaking, and Samhain spread. Regardless of when precisely the Gaels introduced Samhain, or at least the name for Samhain, to Ireland, the festival went on to become one, if not the most important holiday on the island. Turns out this wasn't an isolated incident. Just about every territory settled by, or at least heavily influenced by, the ancient continental Celts would come close to a version of the same holiday on that weekend. Those territories included Gaelic speaking Celtic countries: Ireland, Scotland, the Isle of Man, as well as the Brittonic speaking Celtic countries: Wales, Cornwall, and Brittany.
Hmm.
Ireland, of course, the October 31st, November 1st holiday is Samhain, and Scotland is Samhain. And the Isle of Man, the folk name for the festival is Hap Tuna. However, it's properly called Huine in the native Manx. This Manx term, Huine, may correspond to the Irish. I can't pronounce how they say that. Here in the Celtic year was not at first regulated by the solstices and equinoxes, but by some method connected with agriculture or with the seasons. Later, the year was a lunar one, and there was some evidence of attempts at synchronizing solar and lunar time. But time was mainly measured by the moon, while all calculations night preceded day. Thus, Oed Samhain was the night preceding Samhain, which is November 1st, not the following night. The usage survives in our Sennight and Fortnight. According to an oral history interview, it's likely that Haptuna and Oehune, the Manx versions of Samhain, is the oldest unbroken tradition in the Isle of Man's history.
Wow.
Wow.
Good morning,
Now,
Michelle and Arrow. How are y'all?
hi, Arrow and Michelle. I'm so sorry. I have been reading this. Um, and let's
Getting a
go
history lesson.
now on the Britannic speaking side of the Celtic language house. October 31st, November 1st festival was referred to not as summer's end, but as the calends of winter. Calends begins a fancy word for the first day of. Thus, in Wales, the Samhain equivalent festival is called Callan Gaeth. In Cornwall, it's Callan Gwab. And in Brittany, it's Callan Gofev. Go, go, Goev. Despite this difference in naming convention, summer's end versus winter's beginning, the Britons celebrated the year October 31st, November 1st festivals much in the same manner as the Gaels. Death was the central theme. Ceremonial fires were lit to guard against the coming darkness of winter. Adult beverages were consumed. The University of Samhain holiday across the Celtic world suggests a common continental progenitor. Literally every one of the so-called six Celtic nations celebrates some variation of it, as does the Galiciate, the seventh Celtic nation, where Samhain has been translated into the Galician language as Samhain and celebrated in conjunction with Magasto, the chestnut roasting festival. And yes, you better believe those chestnuts are roasted over an open fire.
Oh,
Samhain's Christianization. The ubiquity of Samhain and its equivalent Celtic death days in Atlantic Europe no doubt caught the attention of the Catholic Church. So much so that in 835 CE, Pope Gregory III decided to reschedule a Christian holiday, All Saints' Day, so that it coincided with Samhain. Up until that point, All Saints' Day, known variously as All Hallows' Day, Hallowmas, Feast of All Saints, Feast of All Hallows, and Solemnity of All Saints, was held in May. First celebrated in 609 CE, it was originally intended to honor the Virgin Mary and Christian martyrs. But when Pope Gregory III changed the date to November 1st, he also explained the holiday to include commemoration of all saints. This was an obvious attempt by the church to harness and redirect some of that thinking about dead people energy Samhain had already generated. So, since you've got a holiday that's about dead people and spirits, well, we've got a whole roster of really cool dead people you can pray to.
good
And boy, have I got a spirit for you, the Holy Spirit. That's what
morning,
I,
Boozy.
hey, it's good to see you. That's what I imagine the Catholic Church's Ditch Samhain for All Saints Day marketing campaign would be
Mm-hmm.
like today. It's easy to look back and say that Christianization was effective. After all, Halloween, All Hallows Eve, is now a dominant holiday in the Western world, not
Yes.
Samhain. But upon further reflection, it's clear that Halloween has become as secularized as to have lost most, if not all, of its Christian underpinnings. I'd argue what we are left with is modern Halloween has much more in common with Celtic Samhain than a Christian feast. Indeed, nearly every Halloween tradition, including apple bobbing, pumpkin carving, decorating with black and orange, trick or treating, giving out candy, and dressing up in costumes stems from Samhain and the
Mm-hmm.
imaginations of the ancient Celts.
Yep.
That's interesting to me. It is considered to be the most important holiday in the ancient Celtic calendar. Samhain marks the end of summer and the beginning of the new pastoral year. It is a liminal time, a time when the forces of light and darkness, warmth and cold, growth and blight are in conflict, a time when the barrier between the land of the living and the land of the dead is at its thinnest, a time when all manner of spirits and demons are wont to cross over from the Celtic otherworld. Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. Mainly because they can't pinpoint exactly how old it is. It is considered to be one of the oldest holidays on the planet.
Wow.
I found that so interesting. I mean, to go back as far as 5000 BCE,
Yeah.
that's pretty incredible. I just found it interesting. And the fact that it's still celebrated today in one way, one form or another.
Mm-hmm.
Because our Halloween has more to do with Samhain
Yeah.
than it does with the Christian holiday.
You are so welcome, Tammy.
Oh, very, very welcome. I can tell you where I got that from. That comes from, let me get back to the top so I can tell you. This comes from Irish Myths, Myths, Irish Myths. So that's where that comes from. And they do a whole lot of other things on there. I also have opened the tab for um, the History Channel, but it doesn't give you as much information as the Irish Myth channel does, website does. You always froze your fanny off. Bless you.
Yeah. Uh,
Because you needed the bonfire.
yeah. I know Froggy won't take this the wrong way, but I got to tell you, folks, if there's anything you want to know about that's creepy, tag her. She will find it out for you.
I'll find it out for you. I find it really interesting.
Well, and there are people that really, I mean, Halloween is like their most favorite
This is my favorite
holiday.
holiday.
Simply because even as adults, we get to dress up and be silly.
I
You know,
love it.
we get to be a
I
kid again for a little while
yes.
in the
I love
creepiest way.
Halloween. I love it. I love it for so many reasons. Yes, I get to dress up again, and I'm adult. I'm
Right.
55. I get to dress up in costume. I
Hmm.
love that part of it. I love the fact that all the old horror movies are on.
Yes.
The old black and white. I love that. It brings up, Samhain. Samhain
Hmm.
fascinates me. As far as I know, I'm not Irish. I probably should do that 360 and me or whatever it's called.
Hmm.
And see if I have some. I'm
Right.
fascinated by Ireland.
Yes, I love Ireland as well. If nothing else, I I love to hear a true Irish person speak.
Yes,
Excuse me, I really do. Laura said her maiden name was Murphy.
yes, she's got a little bit of Irish in her,
Yes, there
and
does.
it's so good to see you, Dawn.
Hello,
I
Mima Dawn. How are you?
How can you not be fascinated with well, it's an island, um, where there's no snakes? How
Yes,
can you not be fascinated by that? I love that.
you
Um,
and me both.
and it's beautiful. You got a bit of Irish too. I know my father was German, so I know where that is. I don't know. I know my mother's maiden name. They come from an estate in England.
Hmm.
I know that, but that doesn't mean there couldn't be Irish as
Right.
well. But I do find it very fascinating. You
Well,
know,
I haven't done a 360 thing. I do know that from research that my sister has done that my maternal grandmother came from Mexico. I do know that. But folks, just looking at my bone structure and everything, I really believe I'm from very good German stock. You know what I mean? Yeah, I I really do believe that. I may be wrong, but Sarah says my kids have Irish ancestry on their daddy's side. And that's what I'm thinking. If I have any Irish in me, it's going to come from my dad's side. I really do. But like I said, I haven't done any ancestry. I haven't done the 360 thing.
Absolutely, Dawn.
I would love to do it.
Oh, trust me. Wouldn't take much. I love that accent.
Meemaw Dawn, when you go, take me with you. Although I don't know how you're going to get me there.
Yeah, she doesn't like to fly.
I don't like flying. I don't like boats. So may just have to be a dream.
She'll have to do that. Wait till we get the transporter invented.
Oh, yeah.
I would love
beam me over.
Beam her over. Your fraternal grandmother was. Oh, look at you, Laura.
Oh.
You're a whole lot of Irish.
Yeah.
I love the accent. I love the Celtic language.
Oh,
though I don't understand it. I love to hear it sung.
Oh, most definitely.
It is beautiful.
Sarah says my kids get German, Polish, and Russian on my side of the family. Man, that's cool that you know that.
My grandparents came over from Germany. So trust me, I'm German on one side. Your granny on your father's side, her last name was Ragland.
Oh.
I think that is so impressive. It's just so cool to me.
Right.
The different things you learn about your ancestry that makes you up. I would like to find out, if I have Irish or English or some other, in me. That would be interesting to me. I've never asked if my siblings have ever done it. Now, only part of that would count because, only one sister would really count, but I'm only half siblings with a brother and sister.
Good morning, sweetie. She says, hubby is Polish. Oh, that's Dawn. Just a minute. Rita said, we're just plain old Norwegian in my family. But that's so good too.
Boozie's from Wales.
Oh my goodness. Sandy says, I have reddish brown hair, or did when I was younger. Me too, sweetheart. Although mine really was more copper penny red, honestly, until I was about 5th grade. And then it started darkening and really took more on that. It went from copper penny to a light auburn, reddish brown, and then went dark, and it's kind of stayed that way ever since. And of course, I make it stay this way now with dye.
Mine didn't darken until I had my children.
That's when mine darkened. Yeah.
That's when I darkened, was when I had my children. It's like they were draining the bright red out. But I was bright red growing up as a teenager. And then when my 20s, when I had my son, it started to darken. And I thought, what's going on?
Yeah.
Half Norwegian.
Heidi says, half Norwegian, but her dad was German, Polish, and a registered Chippewa. Wow.
Cool. My husband is Cherokee.
Oh, goodness, Sarah. I saw a picture of my great-grandma. She was my twin. She was born in 1870, and I was born in 1970.
Isn't that crazy? Hey,
hello, Sarah. Thank you for joining us today.
Good to see you, sweetie.
Yes.
I mean, that's just awesome.
I know. Isn't it great that some of us know about our heritage? I mean, like I said, if it hadn't been for my sister doing an ancestry thing, I would not have known.
Happy Wednesday, sweetie.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, Dawn is a night is a drinker's nightmare. Irish, Italian, and German. You got them all, babe.
Yes. I bet it's a hoot at your family gatherings.
Really, a light gray all your life. Oh, hi, Diane.
Good morning, Diane, sweetie. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, Diane. Thanks for asking. I am. I'm doing all right. I trust me. I'm okay. And if I'm not, Maureen will make sure I am.
Yep.
She'll call me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll ignore the phone.
Although I gotta say, I don't know what. That's right. I don't know why I should even bother trying to message her. She didn't answer my message. She didn't answer my text, and she didn't answer my phone call. In fact, I didn't even know she was back from the hospital until I get a little thing this morning, in Messenger saying, "I'm in Zoom." I almost didn't go. I was ticked. Almost.
Came home, went right back, right to sleep. Boy, was I sleeping good. I woke up this morning to my husband on the phone.
Oh.
Who are you talking to? Leslie. That was so funny. He goes, she's looking at me. You want to talk to her? Leslie goes, I don't know. I'm like, what? That was very funny.
Yeah.
When one of your friends calls your husband to find out how you're doing.
Well, if I hadn't
They're
heard
happy.
anything by today, I was going to.
I thought that was so funny. I'm like,
Of course,
weird.
she beat me to it because she gets up early.
Yes, she does get up early. And she called 7 something. I don't know what time she called actually, because I woke up partway through their phone call. And I'm just looking at him going, what? Oh, yeah, I was in the hospital, sweetheart. But I'm okay.
Yeah.
I really am okay. But I came
Yeah.
home from hospital and right to bed. When you're in the hospital, you can't sleep.
Nope.
They- They're waking you up. They're doing your vitals. You're going to get tests done. You fall asleep, they wake you up to give you a sleeping pill. I can't figure that out. I am good. It's just really funny the way they wake you up all the time. It just cracks you up. It really does. Thank you. No, it's not fun to stay.
So is
It,
everyone
it,
loaded up with candy and got their porches decorated for the little trick or treaters?
I got my wig already. Oh, I am much better. Thank you. And they told me I could get back on my bike. So I'm fine. I'm released for that. I can get back on the bike. It is the worst, but you always feel better when you're at home
Mm-hmm.
than when you're there. Being there, it's not comfortable. No
Oh,
trick or treating there. You still need candy.
yeah.
I'm just saying. Hey, you still need candy, even if it is only the peanut butter cups that come this big.
Oh, God.
That's the little skeleton peanut butter cups. Boy, they're so big. Oh, bless her heart. Well, you gotta let her sleep when she wants to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, cookies is better.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
He's gonna make brownies. And not that kind of brownie.
Before anybody says anything.
Yeah. He's just making regular brownies,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Well, I had to
I-
check with the kids to see, if they get very many trick or treaters here because we've not been here when when Halloween's been here. She said, "Yeah, oh, about around 100 kids," and I was like, "What?
You gotta dress up for the kids.
Oh, I am. I am."
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and she said it doesn't matter if you have your porch light on or not; they're still going to knock. I said, "Okay,
Wow.
that's cool."
You are in the kitchen with your sewing machine. How awesome is that?
Neat. What do you work? What are you sewing together, sweetie?
Yeah. I agree, Diane. I'm glad she's home with her too. I'm sure Rita is glad to have her mom with her. A dog sweater. How cute is that?
Aw. Couldn't find a pattern like. Well, I can't find one that's the size that I like for my little one.
Posh Pooch Designs.
Cool.
Did you really? That's cool.
Wow.
No, really, I'm being serious. Posh Pooch Designs. It's its own website. And she always had chihuahuas. That's Sarah Satch. And she always had chihuahuas, so she designed sweaters and things for chihuahuas. Oh, you are so well. You're very welcome, Dawn. Anytime you need help, let us know. Hello,
Hello,
Cindy.
Cindy. How are you doing, sweetie? Oh, well, good.
Yep. Sarah Satch, who has a YouTube channel, started out with a blog on Posh Pooch Designs. That
Uh-huh.
is her website. Um, that's how I found her because I had a Chihuahua and I love her patterns. Oh, I love Sarah Satch's work. So I follow her obviously on YouTube, but I've made several of her sweaters and I had to size them to fit my bruiser. And she's amazing with her work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, love it. Love every bit of it. Her sweaters are very easy to size to your dog. But you could do that. That would be amazing. I
Yeah.
think that'd be great. You could give all of us the measurements of Tia and we could all make one. She's going, oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have thinking speaking of that, folks, I have one of her little shirts. This one has little candy hearts on it. Hug me, kiss me, love me. So this is what I'm going to use as a pattern.
Oh, how
Yeah.
cute.
So I can crochet her a little sweater because she had one like this on this morning, and we're just now at 52 degrees. So we got up around 6:30. It was dark, and the wind is blowing here. Let me tell you.
Are you
Open
still
the
in
door,
Texas?
and she's so she's so funny. She walks out there and just past the porch, and of course that's where the wind is really blowing. And she's getting out there, and she's just so little, folks. She gets out there, and she's trying to tinkle, and the wind is blowing her like this.
That's funny.
It is.
It's
But
52 in
it is
Texas?
52 degrees. Yes, our high today is going to be 67.
It's 43, feels like 39, and my high is 45. Hey, Nancy.
Good morning, Nancy, sweetie. How are you doing? But yes, I'm going to use this as my little template to make her a couple of
Still
sweaters.
think, I still think it looks too big for her.
No, it fits really well. It does.
Okay.
Because she has even though she's a mix between a Chihuahua and a Cairn Terrier, so her
Right.
little chest actually kind of has more of that, little terrier stance, whereas the rest of her is skinny like a Chihuahua.
That's what Bruiser had. He had more of a barrely chest.
Yeah.
Even though not big, but I mean it was kind of a barely chest.
Yeah.
Sandy, I don't have that on my YouTube. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I need to get Carrie to show me how to do that weather thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Diane, she has more bulk in the chest. And
Yeah.
no, I have not seen it.
You skeleton onesie. That's so cool. And a bright green wig. You're Susie, Sally's sister. I love that.
Clothes and I got nothing.
That's awesome.
Oh, Cindy says the rain has stopped, but we have lots of wind right now.
Oh, it's raining here.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool. I love that.
Because even whenever I order Tia extra small shirts, and it's very hard, folks, to find anything that says extra small. It really is. So the
Yes.
smallest I've been able to find for her is extra small, but it just literally hangs on her and it's too long off the honey bow
That's
end, So yeah, I thought, man, I need to get something going for her pretty quick because with the temperature changes like they are, she came in and she's curled down so tight in her little bed down here. I had to go get the edge of her blanket and kind of throw it up on her because she was all curled up like this, shaking from being outside.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor Tia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you guys don't know. She really is itty bitty.
Yeah, she's itty bitty.
Itty bitty. And I would never tell her to uncover her.
Oh no,
No, she is itty bitty.
like that itty bitty baby.
When you look at her, you think she weighs 1 pound.
But
I'm
I promise you, she eats very well, and she fluctuates between 5 and 5.5.
She don't look it,
Nope, but she does.
but she's an itty bitty thing, and she's so cute. And she's got to be around Maureen.
Yeah.
Oh, Gus, that Maureen is her person.
Mm-hmm.
No, Nancy, not right now. She's too cold.
Yeah.
When she gets warmed up, then you'll see her. If you look at past videos with Maureen and I, you'll see Tia.
Yeah.
But no, she's cold. I don't want her to pick her up. It'll make her cold again. Oh, she's very itty bitty.
Yeah.
But there's lots of videos of Tia. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally within the past couple weeks, Tia was on. So yeah, and she's either on my channel or on Maureen's channel.
Yeah.
Oh yes, leave her because she's got to be warm. And I've
Yes.
told her about Sarah Satch's patterns before
Mm-hmm.
because I think Sarah has a small one. She had a Chihuahua that size,
Yeah.
and I think that one went over the Rainbow Bridge. But she has her Chihuahuas live long, like
Mm-hmm.
20 years.
Oh, thank you,
Yes.
Nancy. I appreciate that.
Well, I think she had one that would fit Tia. You just got to look at. She gives you the measurements,
Yeah.
so that would help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really
Now,
would.
I would never try to size it up to a Labrador. Not that I haven't done that.
Well, it's really easy to find stuff for Lacey. I mean, it really is. The funny thing is trying to get her to let us put it on her. She won't. She doesn't want to be dressed up. She's just like, throw a blanket over me. I'm good.
Eh, what kind of pattern were you looking for, Dawn? I'm just curious. Not that I have one. I'm just curious.
Diane says her little guy was 16 in September. Oh my goodness.
Wow. I think mine lived to be 18,
Oh,
19.
yeah.
Mine was a little old man when he died.
Well, the funny thing is that small dogs are supposed to live, up to like 15 or so years, but both her mama and daddy passed away when they were both 8.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, not because they were sick or anything. They
No,
just
it
went
just
to
happened.
sleep one night and didn't wake up. Yeah.
No worries, Nance. Yeah, it was really, he literally went to sleep. Um, he got to where he was sleeping with me or sleeping with Junior. And Junior said goodbye to him in the morning and he laid down and went to sleep. And I didn't notice it during the day. I was busy. And
Mm-hmm.
then Junior came home from school and went to wake him up and he didn't wake up.
Yeah. Dawn says one that I don't have to put her legs through and can either tie or button.
That's a rectangle.
Yeah.
And then do a strap that goes under and button.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep.
And if you want a strap that goes around the neck and button it or tie it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Oh, he lost his hearing and is having some dementia. Bless your heart.
Yeah.
Now, mine just went to sleep. I don't know why I didn't notice during the day.
Right.
And it was Junior came home and went to, play with him. Not that he played much, he was old.
Right.
Went to shake him and pet him, and he's going, Mom, Brewster's not waking up.
Oh,
I said, "What do you mean?" And I checked him, and no, he was not waking up. But he got buried under our special tree.
yeah,
That was awful, heartbreaking.
yeah.
And that's when I said I didn't want any more pets again. And it wasn't long after that they found Pusheen in the tree, the woodshed, the woodshed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the woodshed. And I ended up with Pusheen. Oh my goodness, how does that happen?
Yeah.
There you go, Dawn.
Oh, she's working on the back and then she's going to finish the chest piece.
That's awesome. I made a little dress for my daughter's dog, Dixie, and she loves it and puts that
Oh,
dress on that dog all the time. Now, it goes over her head and her paws go through it.
mm-hmm.
And then the back is like a flap, but it's got ruffly yarn on the
Oh,
back edge. So it looks like she's wearing a dress. And that's one of her favorite dresses to put on that dog.
that's cool.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Diane. There are a bunch of kittens outside my house, and I do not know how they got there. Well, I mean, I know how they got there, but I don't know how they got there. I don't know how they ended up there. I think my neighbor's trying to get the girls and to get them fixed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the kittens are too young to be fixed at this point. They're not big
Right,
enough. They're still nursing, but she's trying to catch them all so that they can get fixed.
right.
Oh yeah, she has it's hard to explain what this is. It's like a styrofoam cooler, and it's got some hay in it. And then there's a big, I want to call them a Rubbermaid container, but a big, huge container, and there's hay in it. She puts the styrofoam cooler in it, puts hay all around that and on top of it, and then put the lid on it. And there's a hole in each one where they could go in, but they can't go between them. But it's like an insulated home
Mm-hmm.
um, for them to go in.
That's
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think somebody dropped off their pregnant cat.
yeah.
I think that's what happened. Yeah. And I thought that was wonderful. That's what my neighbor is a vet tech, and so
Mm-hmm.
is her daughter, and her daughter still lives at home. They're both vet techs, and they care for the wild animals, they care for the abandoned animals. They're amazing.
I was going to say that's just awesome.
Oh, yeah. They take care of mine. You know, when Pusheen was very ill, they were helping take care of mine. Um, absolutely. She would leave the vet's office, come bring him medication that the vet prescribed, give him injections so he could breathe. Um, yeah. She babysits mine when I go out of town. She's amazing. I mean, they are wonderful people.
Yeah. Diane says, I have about 5 in my yard my son's been feeding.
We have 5 or 6. Joey's been counting them.
Oh.
I keep threatening to bring them in the house. He says no because you'll let the skunk in. He keeps saying I'll mistake the skunk for a cat. No, I won't. But he does tease me about that. But yeah, it's funny. But they are cute. They're such little things,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, they're all colors, and I love watching them hop around. Oh, I do. But I know where they sleep at night, so they have a warm place to sleep, which is so good.
Yeah.
So they can stay nice and warm. At least I know they have a warm, safe place to sleep. I don't understand people that can abandon their animal. I don't understand that.
Well, because to them, that's what it is. It is an animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but just
Look
take it
at
to the
the family.
yeah, But
Well, you
take it to
have to
the
look at their
ASP.
pets as family. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't get it. But you can take them to the pound, the ASPCA, or anything like that.
Well, you can even drop them off at a veterinarian's office. I mean,
Yes, and
I,
any vet will take them.
in worst case scenarios, yes, if you don't have one near you, or if you live in an area, I think I've mentioned this before. Texas is now gone to a no-kill state.
Which is
They will,
great.
yeah, they
I
can no
wouldn't mind
longer
one.
euthanize here. Uh,
Mine's not a no kill yet.
yeah. So, and I mean, people from the north come down and take overflows like crazy, which I think is great. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Um, but anyhow, but here even we can take them to a vet, and the vet knows where to get them to. I mean,
Yes.
because even vets themselves have foster families,
Yes.
so.
Yeah, I knew people who've taken them to our vet and left them.
Exactly, Meemaw Dawn. She says our pounds won't take them. They are so over capacity. Wow.
Um, we have quite a few locations they can take them to. Now I'm in a different situation because I'm right by Virginia Tech University, which is a veterinary school.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a lot of places where we can take them. So I have to admit that.
Get down. Come on. Get down. Good boy.
Um, but veterinarians' offices, you can take them in there. Normally, they'll take them. The ASPCA. What is the other one that takes them? Not that's the Angels of Assisi.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Check for Angels of Assisi. We have an Angels of Assisi in Roanoke that only takes cats.
And see, there are like a lot of rescue places that take specific dogs, like
Yeah.
rescue Yorkies, rescue Labs, rescue Goldens. Now, that's not to say that if you were to show up with a mutt, a mixed breed, that they wouldn't take it in.
Oh,
But their
I wouldn't be
primary
surprised.
purpose is to rescue, a specific breed of dog.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, mine is not a no kill state yet.
Yeah.
You if you actually look, you'll find a place. I mean, it's nothing for them to show up. I call it the pound. They call it something else. There's nothing for them to show up to work in the morning and see crates of animals
Mm-hmm.
or boxes of animals.
Yeah.
That's not right.
And it's I'm not going to get political, people, but we all know this happens with the government shutdown and so many people losing some of their financial
And,
aid and stuff like that. The first thing that's going to happen is they're going to have to let go of their pets, because they just, it comes down to a choice. Do I feed my kids? Do I feed my pet? Well, so we're going
well,
to see a great influx of animals being dumped. We just are, and it's a shame.
but they also have to look into the ASPCA and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that because we do have one that will give you food.
That's right.
They give you cat food, dog food, and kitty litter.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they will help you out with that. So, also available in my area is low to no cost spay and neutering
Mm-hmm.
and rabies vaccines. So, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
There's also that availability. Um, is it widely known?
No.
Not widely known enough,
Mm-mm.
in my opinion. Um, but they will give you food. I
Yeah.
could go up there today and get food. Am I
Our
going to? No, I can afford it.
Oh, good, Cindy. She said Arkansas made dumping a felony charge. That
They
is
should.
awesome.
I
Well,
think they should.
I know in Texas, but I also know just from watching different shows in a lot of other states, cruelty to animals. I mean, people are starting to serve time for it, and
Yes.
I think that's wonderful. And I think that they also ought to be tagged, just like pedophiles. I think that there ought to be a term for them, and they need to be tagged as well.
Yes. Yeah, they ought to be put on a registry.
Oh, that's
That's
great,
really
Diane.
sweet, Diane.
Mm-hmm.
That is really sweet. But you can make a call. Make sure you do it to the ASPCA. They are no kill,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
or Angels of Assisi. They will come out and they will do their best to trap them and make sure that they are taken care of
Yep.
and homed. Uh, I hate that, but they're going to have a hard time in the winter.
Yep. They really are.
But maybe if you do the little house like I told you, you know, it's one of those huge containers. I keep saying Rubbermaid. It's not Rubbermaid brand, but it's one of them huge storage totes.
Yeah.
Um, you put hay in the bottom of it, and then you get the styrofoam igloo that almost fills it up. And then you put that in there, and you put hay all around the outside of it, and put some hay in the bottom of the igloo. You put the lid on the igloo, put hay over that, put the lid on it, snap it down, and tape it down if you have to. And then you cut the hole for them to get in,
Yep.
and the hole to get in the styrofoam.
Yeah.
There you go. But that'll give them a place to hide,
Mm-hmm.
and a place to get warm.
Yeah. And
Uh,
to staying out of the elements.
Definitely. The thing you need to do is keep it close up to your house so that it's not commandeered by a possum or a skunk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Cindy, that's she said, and if you accidentally hit someone's animal in front of their house and you don't stop to let them know, it's a felony. That's super awesome.
No, it doesn't break the bank to do it.
Mm-mm.
No. Mm-mm. No, and my neighbor redoes it every year. Um, just because she checks it, cleans it,
Mm-hmm.
redoes,
Yeah.
refixes it up as it needs to be. Um, Matter of fact, I think she has two on her porch right now. But she just loves animals so much. I've never seen someone love animals. And she fosters. And
Goodness
she
gracious.
babysits mine when she needs to.
No,
So
no,
that's a good woman.
no.
And her husband loves animals. And they have dogs of their own.
I'm going to dump you outside in the backyard in a minute. Now stop.
So they are some great people. I wish I could. I wish I could foster
Yeah.
because I would love to. I really would. I don't know how Pugsley would handle it.
I was going to say, I don't know that Pugsley would be very welcoming.
No,
That's just my opinion.
I don't think he could handle it,
Mm-hmm.
but I would love to. Um, I really would. I'd love to foster cats, but I just don't think my Pugsley would deal with it because he's so
No,
skittish.
no. Now that's
Uh,
enough. Stop.
Maybe if I got him on medication, I could do it.
Excuse me.
Um, but I would love to foster some cats. I'd have to get a third litter box. I already have two, but I think that would be fun. I would love to foster kitty cats. I love kitty cats.
Mm-hmm.
But I love dogs more. But um, with my visual impairment, it's not feasible for me to walk a dog.
Yeah. You were saying that, and I
Uh,
was thinking the other day that when hello there, Ace. How are you? Welcome
hey,
in.
oh, that would be awful with Parvo. I would have a hard time doing it too.
Oh,
Though.
yeah.
I would have a difficult time. Yeah,
That
that
was
would really,
my heart. Goodness gracious, girlfriend. I hate you had to
that
go
would,
through that.
that would rip my heart out, make
Yeah.
me sad. Yeah, but I understand why you couldn't do it anymore. I would. Cats wouldn't be as big of a deal for me. I mean, all
Mm-hmm.
you gotta do is love on them,
Yeah.
you know? And that's all I do now is love on my cats, make sure they're fed and watered and, you know,
Yep.
litter box is clean. So, but I am going to go ahead and end it so that you guys have some time before Carrie goes live.
Oh well,
I
thank
would be
you.
attached to Diane.
Yeah.
Maureen, you go ahead.
Thank you all, as always, for joining us to chit chat, no matter where the topic takes us. I mean, y'all are just wonderful. Please be sure, if you're catching the replay, to leave Froggy a thumbprint and just give her a little wave or a heart so she'll know who it was that stopped by. As always, folks, please remember to be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know. Could be your light they need to see. And I'm going to add this: with the holiday seasons coming up, you know, a lot of people are going to start suffering from depression at this time of the year. So be especially kind. Smile to everyone you see and go out of your way to show them love. We'll catch you tomorrow.
We will see you tomorrow. Well, Maureen will. And don't forget, Friday at 6 o'clock Eastern, we are having a happy, happy Halloween with Southern Sisters right back here on my channel.
Oh,
So,
and if you caught my video about the giveaway, I'm going to do it on Southern Sisters. So be sure you go check my giveaway, answer the question, and if you want that special extra little gift, be sure to be there.
be sure to be there. Or you'll miss out on that special gift for the giveaway. But make sure that you're there. We really would appreciate that. Stay safe, be kind to one another, and happy yarning. Bye now. Bye. Yep.